Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar, our digital marketing series, Turning Views into Value on YouTube. Today's session is part four of a four-part series. Thank you to all of you who have been joining us throughout the four sessions. My name is Veronica Lopez, and I'm a business counselor manager here at Pace Business Center. Um, and before we get started, I just want to do a quick overview about our housekeeping. So everyone's on listening mode during the webinar. Um, If you have any questions, you can go ahead and enter them in the Q&A. You can enter them into the chat. We do have some time at the end for Q&A, but I know that our speaker likes to keep everything lively, so there might be an opportunity to interact with today's host, speaker. Today's session is being recorded, and it is available at Pace library. We ask you kindly if you can complete our survey. It helps us to improve our services for future programming and just general feedback. For all those who are new to PACE, I'm just going to briefly mention our center. Our program has been around since 1993, and our mission is to advance the wealth of our communities by giving individuals the tools to develop sustainable businesses and manage their personal and business finance successfully. By doing that, we provide one-on-one counseling, entrepreneurial training, and small business financing. We are a BusinessSource Center with the City of Los Angeles, Pico-Union Westlake, and also for the Hollywood region. We also oversee the Procure-LA, which is the City of Los Angeles exclusive procurement contracting support program. And also, we are an SBA, Women's Business Center, and a GoBiz program. As a lender, we provide loans from 500 to 350,000, and on a case-by-case basis, we can do larger amounts. With that, I want to encourage you to take some of our upcoming webinars. We're offering a financial boot camp for small business owners. That one is just a two-part series. And then we also have something similar to a legal clinic with our legal partner, Bitsadec, the Small Business Compliance and Legal Foundation series. I would encourage you to take that, especially if you're just starting a business, but it's full of a lot of wealth of information about the legal aspects of your business. You can scan the code. I know if you already are participating with PACE, you should be getting our e-newsletter. Okay, so with that, it's my pleasure to introduce today's speaker, Ronnie Ramos. She's the creative director and digital filmmaker at Harmony 3 Productions. Ronnie brings extensive experience in digital storytelling and video strategy, and she will be sharing practical insights on how small business can effectively leverage YouTube to turn views into real business value. So we're excited to have her here today. And with that, thank you. For joining us. And thank you, Ronnie, for being our presenter today. And I'll turn it over to our speaker now.
Perfect. Oh, let me put it so that you can hear it. Perfect, thank you. All right. So today we're talking YouTube, which I think if I had to say two channels that you should focus on for 2026, I would do LinkedIn and YouTube. Obviously, still Facebook and Instagram, TikTok, all of those. If your viewers are, your audience is on them, absolutely. But I think underutilized, YouTube for Business is a great place to put some focus on for the upcoming year. So, just a little bit about me. I'm Ronnie Ramos. These days, I'm called a digital creator. That means anything visual is our wheelhouse. I love all the new technology. It's so exciting, and I want to get you excited about using it. So, we'll be talking about some of that today, but again, really focusing on video and promoting those videos, showcasing those videos on YouTube. Video is the heart and soul of my personal company, Harmony 3 Productions, but we do, like I said, photography, video, motion graphics, AI. We are highly just dive right in with both feet on that one. So anything that you want to talk about today, digital marketing, I will be looking over in chat throughout the presentation because I want to make it as as just as interactive as I can and really about you today and your questions. I'd love to connect with you on LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, I'm Ronnie Ramos, and on all other social, I'm under my business name, which is Harmony 3 Productions. If you want my best tips on a semi-regular basis, sign up for my newsletter. You'll get a copy of the presentation. You can always just scan the QR code and jump right in. Or obviously you can connect with me on LinkedIn, and I'm posting there a lot of the samples of things that I'm talking about. I will show them on LinkedIn. So it's always a great place to connect. Okay, YouTube. What makes your content get seen or not seen? What does that mean? It's discoverable. So here's my best tip for you. Create content that answers questions or solves problems that your audience is searching for. That's how it's going to get found. So I want you to think like your audience. Use search-friendly titles and keywords that your ideal customer would type in that search bar. YouTube is a search engine. Google owns it. It's a giant search engine. How many times do you type in something in search for YouTube because you're looking for something? What gets pulled up are titles and descriptions that have those same keywords and key phrases that you are typing in. So you need to start looking, thinking like your audience. What would they type in that you can be an answer for? So, for example, would they type in how to choose the right fire pit for your backyard? Then you add detailed video descriptions and custom thumbnails that are clear and clickable. That's building your YouTube channel, those elements. I want your channel to reflect your brand. I want it to be discoverable, and I want each of your videos to answer those questions of what your audience is really searching for. So how do you craft those search-friendly YouTube titles? Well, you start with the same intent that I just said. What are your viewers looking for? Your audience is going to be different than mine. It's going to be different than everybody else in this webinar. So think about the problem that your video solves. How to fix whatever it is. Best way to whatever it is. Top tools for whatever it is. And just a side note, make individual videos for individual things that you're solving. Don't try to make a video with everything in it, because people are looking for an answer for one specific thing at a time. Plus, then it gives you ideas to make more content from. So one thing per video. Use language that your customer is going to use, not, really industry jargon. Things that your customer would actually be typing into the search bar. Okay. Let's see. Nadia is looking for B2B. Absolutely. YouTube, yes. And LinkedIn. B2B, definitely LinkedIn. Let's see. I see something here from Heather. I post video versions of your podcast. That's great. Try to put keywords in your titles. Yes. But should I use a question as a title? I'm already writing the chapters in question format. What I would do is demo it, test it, see if you are getting more views using a question as a headline, right? A lot of times questions work really well because people respond to questions, right? So we all have, an opinion. We always want to, there's a question, I'm going to give an answer. So it's possible that you could get better responses with those questions. I would absolutely try it. And the nice thing is with YouTube, you can swap out the title back and forth and see which you're getting more views on. Oh, and I see that you just recently got A/B testing. That is a great way to do it. And what we're saying by A/B testing is you're testing two things at the same time, testing two different titles at the same time. That's the gold standard of how you would see which one is performing better for you. All right. So strong keywords and phrases. I like to do the keyword research right there on YouTube. So in that search bar, YouTube has autocomplete, right? So you start typing in something, and then the magic is that it will spit out a bunch of different suggestions, only they're not just suggestions, they're what people have actually searched for. So, say you typed in installing irrigation, you might get a bunch of suggestions come up: how to install a drip irrigation system in your garden, or how to install a drip irrigation, period. Those are not just suggestions from YouTube, those are things that people are actually searching for. So, you can see that installing irrigation, you might think that would be a good title. But if somebody's actually searching for how to install a drip irrigation system, that would be better title maybe for you to put in, or just to use as the key phrase in your description. So here's an example. In the search bar on the left, I typed in life of a baker. What if you were a baker and you wanted to do kind of a behind the scenes video, which is a great idea. All of these titles, suggestions that come up are things people have actually searched for. Life of a bakery owner, life of a baker also came up. Daily life of a baker, day in the life of a cake baker. So using these as starting points, you could actually look at some of the videos of that keyword, key phrase, right? So life of a bakery owner, a day in the life of a bakery owner got 1.2 million views, where what being a bakery owner is really like got only 1,000 views. So what's the difference? Maybe the first one had a huge following. You won't know unless you poke around and look. Maybe the first one is just so much more interesting. Maybe they have, fancy things going. I don't know. And you won't know until you look. That's why it's so important for you to do your research on your competitors, the ones that are getting big numbers. I don't want you to copy anything, but I want you to do that research. I want you to try and figure out, why is that video being so successful? And then see if there are things from that video that you could incorporate into your video. So, what are keywords? These are the words and phrases that your audience types in the search bar. You can use them in your video title, in the description, even in your spoken script, because YouTube will generate captions, and you should always have captions on any of your videos. The algorithm can't pick up what you're saying, but it can pick up the captions because it's text. All of that are what we call those searchable keywords and key phrases that directly impact how your video is indexed through YouTube's algorithm. And that's how it gets found, right? On not only search, but on their suggested content. So where do you put your keywords? In the video title, in the video description, in the spoken content, because that generates your closed captions and your transcript. Hashtags in the description, title, if you're using hashtags. These days, I am using hashtags on a very, very minimal basis. I am solely putting my emphasis now on keywords and key phrases. All right. So some structure tips for your title. Front load those keywords. Put them at the beginning. Try to keep it to under 40 to 60 characters. This is not words, characters, so your title doesn't get cut off in search. This is the time to be clear, not clever. Save your creativity for your thumbnail, right? So that visualness, creativity works great, but your title should be clear and let people know what your video is about. If your title is close to 60 or 70 characters, even less if you can, that's optimum, because you do not want your title to get cut off in search. YouTube titles can be up to 100 characters, but the display length is going to vary depending on, are they looking at it on a mobile device or on their desktop or on their 80-inch television. On the desktop, the titles often get truncated, cut off after 70 characters. But on mobile devices, they can get cut off after 40 characters. So depending on the device, they're going to see more or less of your title. So that's why it's important to front load your keywords at the very beginning. Even if it gets cut off, if your important keywords at the front, there's a good chance that they're going to find interest in what your video is about. So, for example, watering hacks doesn't give you a lot of information. How about how to set up a self-watering planter? I can almost talk today. Easy DIY guide. A couple of things in there that are good in terms of titles. How to, right? Easy and DIY, because a lot of times those are things that people are actually searching for. And add a hook. And what is a hook? It's what entices people to watch that video. Numbers are good. We as humans like numbers, and we tend to like odd numbers. So for example, 5 easy tips. What about emotional words like simple, must know, mistakes to avoid? What about power phrases? Step by step, beginner's guide, in 10 minutes. So those power phrases are, again, enticing people to watch your whole video. Your description is next. That's what's telling people what your video is about. The first 2 or 3 lines are so important because, again, that's what's visible in the search results. Again, use those relevant keywords and use them naturally. You're not just going to stack a bunch of keywords like their hashtags at the bottom. I want them in the description as you would speak normally. And do have a call to action. Encourage your viewers to like, subscribe, comment, or check out other content. It's important to use that CTA, that call to action, because you're promoting your business. You want somebody to do something when they've watched your video. Definitely put in a video, summary. And that's just a brief overview about what the video's about. Make sure, again, that it's clear and engaging. Make them want to watch your video. And then when I say consistency, I mean not just a consistent format for your descriptions across all your videos that makes you look very polished and professional, but where your call to actions go, where your links are. And definitely use natural language. It's important to incorporate those keywords, but it's also very important that the description reads naturally, like you were saying it. Again, not just a list of keywords. Remember that video description is a way to communicate with both your viewers and YouTube's algorithm. So a good description helps discoverability and provide value to your audience. So why does your description matter so much? YouTube's algorithm reads your description to understand what your video is about. So a detailed description, it improves search visibility, it helps with SEO, and it gives viewers more reasons to click or stay. So what do you include in that description? Strong first 2 to 3 sentences. This is what shows before the little 3 dots that say show more is clicked, right? Include your target keywords and key phrase, a quick summary of what the viewer is going to learn. For example, learn how to install a drip irrigation system in just 30 minutes. This step-by-step guide is perfect for beginners. That pretty much says what that video is going to be about. You can also expand with more detailed content that what that video is going to be about. So your description can be longer, but you want that first little bit to really concisely say what that video is about. You can mention related products, services, or locations if that's relevant, and include secondary keywords, again, speaking naturally throughout. Include timestamps if it's relevant for you. It's optional, but it's very powerful. People love to be able to just go see exactly what they're looking for. It helps users jump to the content that they really care about. All right. So here's a little step by step, right? You're going to go to your video description. When you upload a video, whether it's an existing one, you can scroll to the description box, and then you can add in your timestamps manually. You start each line with the time in that format. So it's 00:00, followed by a title or label for that section. Your first timestamp has to be that 00:00 for YouTube to recognize it as chapters. And then you click save, right? So once you save or publish your video with the timestamps that you've put in the description, YouTube will automatically create clickable chapters for the video's progress bar. You've seen it on the bar, there's little sections. So here's a tip. Keep each chapter that you're making at least 10 seconds long. Shorter than that, people are like, it's too fast. Use clear and concise labels that match what's in that section. And you can go back and edit your timestamps anytime if your content changes. And as Veronica was saying, you will get a copy of this recording so you can go back and read this again and take it at your own pace, because there are going to be some slides with a lot of information, but it's good information for you. It's just a lot, so you'll want to watch the video again. All right, adding links and calls to action. Links that would be important to think about adding would be your website or your product page. What about related videos or playlists that you have on your YouTube channel? And yes, your social media channels. You want to be cross-promoting your stuff across all of your social channels. And call to action. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, whatever it is that you want the viewer to do. All right. Here's a pro tip. Use a reusable description template and just tweak it for each video. And look, here's a template for you. Start with a hook, your intro. 1 to 2 sentences with your keyword up front, right? Learn how to, whatever your video is helping with. In this step-by-step guide, whether you're a beginner or just need a refresher, this video breaks it down for you. Expanded description, 2 to 3 short paragraphs. In this video, we'll walk you through a brief overview of what's shown in the video. From tools you need to expert tips, we've got you covered so you can, whatever the benefit or the goal is. This content's perfect for target audience, right? Especially if you're interested in related topic or industry. Whether you're a describe a pain point or common question, this tutorial is for you. Looking for more content like this, be sure to check out our other videos on, and then you put your playlist. Timestamps, if it's appropriate, list them there. Useful links, your website, related products or services, your watch next. Let's connect, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Comment below, got a question about whatever the topic is, drop it in the comments, we'll help you out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this. Hashtags if you want to use them. Again, I'm using them very sparingly these days. There's a template. You can use that if you have step-by-step guides, reformat it, but basically same setup if you're, whatever your video type of videos are about, but it's something that you can repurpose and use for many different types of videos. All right, 3 types of discoverable content for you to think about creating. How-to or tutorial videos. That helps position your brand as a helpful expert. Example, how to set up an efficient drip irrigation system. Somebody's showing you how to do that. That kind of positions them as an expert. So if you needed other either lawn or irrigation or maybe their plumbing tips, you're going to think of them as an expert. What about product or service explainers? Focus on the benefits, not just the features. For example, 5 ways our self-watering planters save you time. So the feature would be self-timer, but the benefit is it's saving you time. So think about how you are focusing on the benefits that you offer. What about comparison or list videos? Top 5 best of or versus videos do very well in search. For example, fire pits versus fire tables. Which one should you get? Bottom line, make content that answers, explains, or compares. And you're going to start to show up when your audience is searching. All right. People always say, what's B-roll? I hear about B-roll. What's B-roll? B-roll is clips of something that helps move your story along so you're not just looking at one person talking on camera the whole time. It can be you sitting at the computer. It has to align with what your script is saying. But some B-roll, you can pretty much always find something for B-roll if you have a longer video. The short form videos that are so popular on social, you don't really need B-roll for that. You can, but if your video is like 15 seconds, you don't really need B-roll. But if your video gets to be 20 seconds or 30 seconds or 45 seconds, a minute these days is long form video, you're going to want B-roll to break up just you talking on camera. So it can be you sitting down at the computer, walking down the street, time lapse of something, looking up from side to side, head movement, yes or no, making food, walking the dog, talking with the client, walking out the door. Something is going to help move your story along. Now, you also have your thumbnail. So it's a new year. Let's look at your thumbnails. You should have bold and easy to read text, high contrast and close-ups of the visual. Remember, thumbnails are very small, and consistent branding. All right. Pro tip, try a couple of different styles to see what's really performing best. All right. Now, what about being consistent with your posting? You can set a schedule, like maybe it's every Tuesday at 10, and you can batch record your content for easier scheduling. And don't just upload, promote it, right? And what do I mean by that? You need to let people know about this great video that you've got. So promote your videos off platform, where to share it. I love the idea when you have a new video, you do a dedicated email in your email newsletter. You can embed or link with a teaser line, subject line, new, how to, just dropped, right? So you're always going to put a link with your thumbnail in your email. You're not going to put the whole video in the email. It'd be way too big, basically undeliverable. And you can get marked as spam. So put a link with the thumbnail that goes to it. You can post, I love this, teaser clips or stills on Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn. And on these, make sure you use a strong call to action. Watch the full video on our channel. Absolutely on your website or blog. Here you can put a link and have the video actually play on your website. Maybe it's on a relevant service or a blog page. Write a short summary or transcript underneath it for SEO, right? And what about online communities? Share it in your Facebook groups, in networking or other groups if it adds value. Now, some quick call to action ideas. Subscribe for more tips like this. Got questions? Drop them in the comments. Check out the links in the description for more tools we use. Here's your pro tip. Create short clips or YouTube shorts to tease your full video, right? So it's like a trailer for your video, and then that will lead viewers back to your channel. All right. I want you to know your goal for every video. Include one clear call to action per video. Is it subscribe, visit your website, download a freebie, book a call, whatever it is? Remember that one focus per video. All right. So what are you tracking? So some sample ideas and definitely where to track them. How-to videos solve a common problem. Behind the scenes, people love to peek and see how things are done. Consumer frequently asked questions, FAQs. This is a big one because this is evergreen content. As business owners, you probably get those 10 frequently asked questions over and over and over. So that's 10 videos you should create. You probably know 10 things people should ask. That's another 10 videos you could create. That's a lot of information that you can turn into videos. What about testimonials or case studies, product demonstrations, tips and tricks Make them short, make them actionable. Now, we talked about captions for a minute, and YouTube will auto-generate captions, but check them. YouTube automatically creates captions using speech recognition, but it's not always accurate. In fact, for me, it's hardly ever 100% accurate, especially with brand names or jargon, or if you're talking really fast. You edit them in YouTube Studio where it has subtitles for clarity, make sure it's correct, and so you look professional. A lot of times, first names are not capitalized, and it makes you look like you didn't care to take that next step. All right. And know that captions are more than just accessibility. So captions help with viewers understand your video without sound. 85% of social video is watched with the sound off, right? And it can help improve searchability. YouTube indexes the words in captions just like text. So speak clearly. The more clearly your keywords are spoken in your video, the better YouTube can index them. Captions help confirm relevance. So here's back to our sprinkler system. So if your video is about how to install a drip irrigation system, and you say that phrase clearly in the video, and it appears in your captions, YouTube is more confident that your video is relevant for that search term. So think of captions as keyword boosters. Spoken keywords plus visible captions equal more accurate indexing. And I just mean YouTube's more likely to show it to the people that you want to see it. Better chance of your video showing up in the search results and recommendations. Don is asking, what if you put subtitles in your video? Can you stop the auto-generated captions? Yes, but if you are burning in the captions to your video, right, which you, on a lot of the apps, you have the option to do that. It's not coming up. Somebody watching it can read them, but you also want to have the algorithm read it. And if it's burned into your video, it can't see that. So you can burn it in and upload an SRT file or have it also auto-generate the captions. When somebody's watching your video, right? So if I put a video up and it's me talking and I have burned in the captions to what I'm saying, I will also allow auto captions. Individually, you can turn off auto captions, right? But they're there so the algorithm can see them. So that's what I do. And they're typically turned off by, default, but they will see the ones that you have burned in. So a lot of the captions that people burn in look really great, but the auto captions is still there for the algorithm to read. All right, now homework. I want you to check out your competition. I never want you to copy anything, but I want you to be inspired by everything, especially your competition. I want you to see what things that they're doing that's getting a lot of engagement, see if you can figure out why it's getting so much engagement, and see if there's anything that you can be inspired by, again, not copying. So let's back up. I want your channel to look great. I want it to align with your brand. That means your colors, your fonts, your graphics. I need you to know what your customers are looking for. And an easy cheat to that are the frequently asked questions that you get. Check out your competition. I also want you to check out things that are not your competition, but you just think look awesome. Again, not copying, but using that as an inspiration point for videos that you can make for your business. Also double check, are your proportions correct for YouTube? Because YouTube Shorts are vertical and regular YouTube videos are horizontal. Use templates for thumbnails because, again, can make you look professional and branded. And think about making a channel trailer, right? You can put a video on your channel that will automatically play for when people go to your channel for the first time. Let them know who you are, what you do with video, right? Schedule your video content. It helps you be more consistent and stay on track. And schedule your posting to YouTube. So not only schedule your filming, but schedule your posting. Don't forget your call to actions. Ask, sign up, subscribe, whatever it is you want them to do. Make content that people will want to share. Share is a big one. Algorithms love shares. Make a video that matches what people are looking for. Use that search bar in YouTube itself. So have YouTube help you come up with video ideas that people are actually searching for. And then clean up your channel. Make playlists. Make your channel look professional. And again, make that channel trailer. It's a great way when somebody goes to your channel for the first time, boom, it plays automatically. Let's see, I see a question here. Somebody's saying there are platforms that generate caption files that you can edit while you work on the video. Absolutely, much easier than editing the captions in YouTube. So yes, as long as they will generate caption files. Now, when you say a caption file, that is separate from the captions that are on it burned in. That caption file, the little suffix ending on it is .srt, right? And certain platforms have it that you have to make it like English or whatever. They will tell you how you need to format that. But that file is what you would upload if it's corrected. It's exactly how you want it when you are uploading your video. So you would select that you're going to auto upload your caption file, yes. And if you are working in a platform that you can do it at the same time, that's great. And you download the video and you download that SRT file separately and you upload that to YouTube, and it will use your file, not the ones that it is auto-generating. All right, so I would love your input, and I would love for you to contribute to this presentation by, let's raise a hand and see if we can collaborate together on an idea. And I'll show you how I would use ChatGPT to kind of help flesh that out, how I use ChatGPT to even write my scripts, right? So let's see if we have anybody who wants to play along here. So I've opened the attendee window. So let me see if anybody wants to raise your hand, and let's talk about what type of video you want, what type of industry you're in, and I'll show you how I would use ChatGPT to help with those keywords, key phrases, and maybe even a script. All right, don't be shy. This is time to not be shy. Wear your, hey, I want to play along hat on, and let's do this together. All right, I am not seeing any hand raises. All right, so if you are, okay, I see one. So is it Paula? Go ahead and unmute, Paula.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Hey,
Okay.
Paula, what type of business do you have?
I have a life coaching business.
Okay. And have you done videos in the past? What are you looking to do?
I have not, because I have been unsure what to do.
Perfect day here. Okay. So this is how I start. I start just rambling to ChatGPT. You don't have to be concise. You can be very broad and then fine tune it down. So I'm putting for a life coaching. Is it a new business or have you been in business for a while?
New business.
Okay. So I'm putting new business. And I'm just going to ask it, what type of video for YouTube would you suggest? And this will work for no matter what type of business you have. This is how I get started working with ChatGPT as my, my inspiration assistant. Would you suggest, and what type of tone? Is it friendly, conversational? Is it professional? What type of tone?
Professional.
Okay.
Go with that.
Professional. And is there a specific demographic or something that I can fine tune a little bit rather than just life coach being so big? Is it more about career? Is it more about relationships?
It is healing yourself and growing to a better person
Okay, perfect.
spiritually.
I'm going to put, give me 3 examples. And again, you can do this whatever type of business you're in. And you can see I spelled many things wrong. It does not care. 3 strong YouTube video concepts: professional, grounded tone, self-healing, personal growth. Each idea is designed to build trust, authority, and emotional connection. Purpose: introduce your philosophy and reassure viewers who feel stuck, overwhelmed, or disconnected. The video focus: normalize feeling behind or lost, separate identity from current circumstances, offer hope without false promises. Suggested structure: gentle opening reflection, a short story or observation from your coaching work, 2 to 3 mindset reframes, a quiet closing for reflection. Why it works: each video helps viewers feel seen and positions you as a steady, safe guide rather than a motivational speaker. Closing line example: you don't need to fix yourself, you need to understand yourself. So, number 2, one small practice that creates real change. Purpose: show that growth doesn't require massive transformation, just intentional practice. Again, gives you the full breakdown for the video. Number 3, what personal growth actually looks like and what it doesn't. Expectation setting, trust building video. So all of these are good. I would pick one that you liked. I liked the first one. So I'm going to say to it, for number 1, give me a 1-minute script. My client, the business owner will be on camera, and we will use, I'll put stock B-roll. So call out the storyline also. So let's see what it says. A polished 1-minute on-camera script for video 1. Title: Where you are is not who you are. Length: 60 seconds. Style: grounded, reflective, reassuring, on-camera, business owner, that would be you, Paula. Direct to camera, seated or standing with a neutral background. On camera, coach, this is Paula. Right now you might feel stuck or behind, or like you should be further along than you are. B-roll, then this comes up again over what you're saying. A person sitting quietly by a window, or slow morning light entering a room. On camera. And I want to say this clearly: where you are in your life is not who you are. B-roll, person walking alone on a quiet path, or close-up of hands resting unstressed. It is giving you everything you need to make your video.
That's wow.
It's amazing, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So I would take this and put your own experience and expertise on it. Like if something doesn't ring true, you change that. You are the human element that has to approve everything that AI is giving you. I never take it word for word without going through every single line, making sure that it reflects you and how you talk. Now,
Okay.
we made this very professional, right? So now I'm going to say, I'm always polite to it. So in case they, take over the world, they'll remember I was polite. So I put thanks. Now give me one more for TikTok. More in your face and a bit funny. So what I want to do is show you how wildly different it can give you depending on your audience. So that was all professional, beautiful, right? Let's see what it does for this one. Hook title: quick reminder, your bad week is not your personality. I love this. On camera, this is Paula. Hey, just a quick check-in. Your rough week does not mean you've ruined your life. See the difference already?
Yeah.
On-screen text: say it louder for the overthinkers in the back. on camera. You didn't fall off. You didn't lose all your progress. You're just human. Wildly different in the presentation, in the voice of the video script. So you need to know who your audience is so that you can tell ChatGPT how to phrase it. See how two completely different audiences, right?
Yes. Thank you.
Absolutely. I love it when it does something so amazing. Okay. Anybody else want to see something that would work for their industry or a specific question? Give me a hand raise. Okay. Is it Jan or Jan? Is it Jan or Jan? Go ahead and unmute.
Hi, it's Jan.
Hi, Jan. What type of
Or,
business do you
or
have?
Jan. Anyways, yeah, I'm trying to expand our composite company to target the fire resilience that's now going into effect in California, because we have a highly fireproof stucco kind of material.
Okay, this is exactly the same stuff, so let's see if it'll work for that. Okay, so great. Now
Oh,
one.
hi, Jan. This is Veronica. I muted you. I think you have two speakers playing. Like we can hear an echo. So if you could, yeah, mute one of them. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let me see. Okay.
So I'm asking now.
Okay, now I can't hear you.
Okay, and
All right. I don't know how this is going to work.
I'm gonna have you.
Hello?
Yes. So just talk a little bit lower. We're getting it's really loud on your end.
Okay, I couldn't get my sound to work at all, so I turned it way up to try to get some
Oh, okay.
sound.
Okay. So I'm using the same prompt. We haven't left this chat by saying now one for a composite company who wants to feature products, for example, a fire retarding stucco, right? So let's see what it says. Okay. On camera, matter of fact. So this would be Jan talking. Let's talk about what happens before the fire department shows up. On screen text. Fire safety starts here. On camera. And you would be showing your product like on a house. This is a fire retardant stucco. It's designed to slow down the flame spread. It gives buildings more time when it matters most. B-roll, product close-up, texture detail, cutaway of the stucco application on camera. It doesn't burn like traditional materials. It doesn't drip, and it helps limit surface flame spread. On-screen text, gives you what to put on screen. On camera, slight smile. No, it doesn't make a building fireproof, but it does buy time and fire protection, and time saves structures. This is amazing. So I would take this as your starting point. You are going to give it more information. Maybe you have specific things that your product offers, or maybe you have specific areas that you want to feature in. You can give it all of that information, and it will work with you to create the script for that. All righty. I saw a couple other hand raises. Do we have anybody else that wants to try it for their type of business? Okay. Anybody else want to try it? Ricky, do you want to unmute?
Yes. Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm a new business. I'm an image consultant, and I'd like to start making YouTube videos for women in the over 40 demographic with just tips to help them feel, I guess, like confident and beautiful in their own skin to show up as themselves.
Okay.
So I offer beauty services, color consultations, and makeup consultations. Um, So just some intro videos that would attract women in that demographic.
Okay. I said, great. Now for an image consultant, over 40 demographic, tips for confidence, beauty in their own skin. Give me 3 ideas. That's how rough you can start with this. You don't need to look younger. You need to look like you. Stop trying to reverse time. Start owning your presence. Short form script angle, call out the pressure to look younger, gently flip the narrative, position confidence as the real upgrade. I love that. The number 2, the one style rule that changes everything after 40, practical tips with emotional payoff, core message, fit and intention matter more than trends. Third suggestion was confidence isn't about hiding, it's about editing. Core message, you don't need more makeup, more rules, more layers, just clarity. I liked this first one that says position confidence as a real upgrade. So I'm going to put awesome. Now, a 20-second script for with voiceover and B-roll suggestions. The theme, confidence is the real upgrade, because I love that sentence. 20 seconds long, refined, reassuring, and empowering, voiceover. So this would be you talking as a voiceover, or you could be on camera. Voiceover. Here's the upgrade no one is selling you. B-roll, woman over 40, walking with ease, natural light, neutral tones, voiceover. It's not looking younger. It's feeling comfortable in your own skin. B-roll, soft mirror moment, subtle smile, relaxed posture, voiceover. Confidence changes how you stand, how you speak, and how you're remembered. B-roll is woman entering a room, natural gestures, eye contact, voiceover, gentle close. That's the upgrade that never goes out of style. B-roll, clean horizon shot or calm smile, fade to logo, brand line. And it even gives you some editing notes. Soft ambient music, no lyrics, slight pauses between the voiceover lines. Keep your visuals uncluttered, less is luxury. Use warm, neutral color grading. If you want, because it's always going to give you suggestions on other things it can help you with, create 2 alternate endings. Adapt this to luxury brand positioning, or write a caption that resonates with women 40 plus. Turn this into a series of 20-second confidence notes. I would have it give me the series, because right there, 20, oh my goodness, that would be amazing. How did that sound to you, Ricky?
Wow, this is wonderful. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, I think we have time for one more. Anybody else want to see it for your type of business? Go ahead and give me a hand raise. Got to be somebody else who wants to play along. Okay, Nadia, I saw a hand raise.
Hello.
Hello, what type of business do you have, Nadia?
I have a B2B business. It's like the Disney for the corporations.
Okay, so what exactly do you mean by that?
Um, I sell mental well-being for the employees in the corporations. So I change the physical environment of the corporations
So say it again so
with
I can.
with VR tools.
Oh,
So
okay. So
yeah,
VR tools uh
uh,
for
interior design.
so would it be for VR tools for corporate presentations for their employees?
Uh, no. It's an innovative business, so it's a bit difficult for me to explain to you. In these 3 months, I wrote 10 white papers and I posted them on LinkedIn, and I would love to summarize these 10 white papers in 10 videos.
Okay, so I'll tell you exactly what I would do. I would take each one of those papers one at a time, put it
Mm-hmm.
into ChatGPT, and say
Mm-hmm.
exactly what you just told me. please write me a script using this as the general content. Make the script whatever you want, 20 seconds, a minute. I would not go over a minute. I wouldn't go over 30 seconds.
Mm.
And it will do that for you rather than starting from scratch, because you also need to, I would ask ChatGPT to give you basically a 30-second elevator pitch condensed so that somebody can understand your offering in 30 seconds, because I did not understand it, right? And even you said, well, I have these white papers. You got to have that, what you do in 30 seconds down pat, that you know, and you sing as your song. You sing it every day. But ChatGPT can help you with that.
Okay, so I have to remember the script of these 20 seconds of presentation of pitch.
No, you're going to ask ChatGPT for a, a, a condensed from the information that you're going to give it. Like you give it those 10 white papers and you
Yeah.
say, I need a 30-second intro so that people will understand what I do. Make sure it's conversational. Make sure it's just one or two sentences that I can use every day. And it will do that for you. And
Okay.
you got to work with it so that you know that it resonates what you really do, because ChatGPT is just a tool. So this goes to everybody. Don't take it word for word. You work with it until you get something that resonates
Yeah.
who you really
I
are.
was a bit afraid to ask you because my company is very complex, very difficult to be understood. That's why
And
I've.
ChatGPT can help you minimize that. You need to make it so that I can understand it right away. And I didn't. When you started to tell me, I was like, I was confused. So ChatGPT can help you condense, it can help anybody here make your pitch, right? You've all heard of the elevator pitch, a little more concise and easier for someone to understand.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely. So I'll leave you on that note because I think that is something that's really valuable for all of us. You can give ChatGPT so much information. I never give it priority. No, proprietary. That's the word I was looking for. I never give it proprietary stuff because I don't want to put that online, right? But if your stuff is out there, it's general, it's on your website, give it as much as you can and ask it to help you craft that elevator pitch that you know in the soul of your being. It's your song, and that when people hear that, they understand what you do immediately. So thank you so much for joining me today. I love these conversations that we can have. I think PACE is an amazing resource for you as business owners. And yeah, I'm looking to our forward to our next series. All righty.
Thank you. Thank you, Ronnie, and everyone for joining us and for always providing us like a wealth of content, just valuable information. I was actually typing to who was it? Laura. She wanted to see a copy of the recording. So I'm sending you the link, but it's also for those of you who might have missed the first three sessions of this four-part series, the information is available in our e-library. But just so you know, Ronnie is going to be offering training also in January. So I'll go ahead and include that information when I send out the webinar recording for today's, because everyone who attends the training does receive a copy of today's webinar. So yeah. And then you'll also have our information. I'll also include Ronnie's contact information, so you can, if you'd like to schedule a meeting with her to discuss your specific situation. So with that, I just want to have, just give everyone a rest. I guess 2 minutes, but also for everyone to just have a blessed new year. And thank you for joining us on your journey to assist your small business. Okay, thank you very much. And
Thank
you
you
all
so
have,
much.
bye.
Bye.